Everyone's talking about AI these days, but what about emotional intelligence? AI is everywhere right now, right? It is in productivity, it's in our automating of systems, it is everywhere. It's also writing our proposals, analyzing sales data, and even helping people prep for negotiations. The million-dollar question here is, can AI actually negotiate like a human? And I don't think so. Nope, not a chance. While AI can predict all of the numbers, the facts, figures, and all the statistics, right? It can't predict those emotions, and it can't predict nerves. It doesn't feel that tension in the room. It doesn't sense tone, hesitation, or those energy shifts, right? And those subtle, invisible cues, that is where real negotiation power really lives. Words only matter about 7% of the time, but it's our body language and how we show up and handle ourselves. That makes all of the difference. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm a human performance strategist and the creator of the CLEAR method. So how to be human in negotiations is exactly what we're breaking down today. It's that human edge in negotiation and what AI can't teach you. So let's look at the psychology of negotiation that AI doesn't get. According to Harvard's law school program on negotiation, more than 80% of successful negotiation outcomes are influenced by emotional intelligence and not data or logic. Yet, most professionals still over-rely on the facts and undertrain their human instincts. They also fail to prepare. Does that ring a bell, or does that hit a nerve? Here's what actually happens in some high-stakes moments, especially in negotiation. Your heart rate spikes. Your prefrontal cortex, that logic center, slows down, right? And your amygdala, that emotional alarm system, it starts scanning for threats. Sound familiar? This is all a human biology game. It's human biology, so as long as you are human, it's pretty damn normal, I have to say. So that's the same stress responses that cause professionals to freeze, to overtalk, or to agree too quickly just to end the discomfort and move on. According to the American Institute of Stress, 77% of professionals experience physical symptoms of stress during workplace conflict or in negotiation situations. AI doesn't feel that, but you sure do. And learning to manage that is your competitive edge. So the human edge skill that AI cannot teach you is the way that you manage yourself. If you're prepping for a big negotiation, raise your hand if you ever thought, should I just let ChatGPT draft my talking points? Yep, sure, use it as a tool, but your real advantage lies in the moments between the words, the micro behaviors, and those just feeling the room out that AI cannot replicate. So those things like reading the room. When someone pauses too long, they fidget or they shift their tone, you and only you can sense that tension, that doubt, or that opportunity. The second area is regulating your state. So a composed voice and grounded energy, it instantly builds credibility and trust. A third area could be empathy collaboration, right? AI can simulate empathy, but humans feel it. And people buy into people who get them. So it's almost like this collaboration with feelings, right? That we need to understand in order to set ourselves up for success. Another area is strategic silence. So humans know when not to fill the space. AI hasn't mastered this awkward silence yet, and that's one of your greatest negotiation weapons. And finally, that emotional reframing. Only you can pivot pressure into opportunity with one calm phrase of something like, it sounds like this is important to you. Let's find a way that works for both sides. Right? So I'm all about the facts, as you know, at this channel. So let's look at some statistics that might surprise you. Harvard Business Review found that negotiations with high emotional intelligence, they close the deals 23% faster than those who rely on data alone. So emotional intelligence gives you an edge by almost 25%, right? And a Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence study revealed that emotionally regulated professionals are 3 times more likely to be perceived as trustworthy. Right? So once again, it's not all about the words. It's not all about the facts and figures. It's all about the way that we deliver our message. And the World Economic Forum in 2025 lists emotional intelligence, negotiation, and resilience among the top 5 human skills of the future. So, while AI might help you prepare for any conversation, especially these difficult ones, it's your human edge that will always win the opportunity. So the clear approach to negotiating like a human is focus, right? Focusing on the things that we can control. I'm sure you knew this was coming, right? The clear method. I wouldn't talk about it so much unless it really did work. At least it does for me. I've been in your shoes, and I personally battle with this on a daily basis. And when I finally figure things out, I make it a point to use it every single day. So it's important to me, and I just want to share it with all of you because I know that it can help you a ton in bringing that clarity to the conversations and helping to get all of those horrible nerves and that feeling off your plate. So here's how my clear method helps professionals like you, or really anyone, perform under pressure, including negotiation. The C is for calm your response. So that pause, breathe, and reflect, right? You can't influence anyone if your body is in panic mode. So breathe before you speak. The L in clear is leverage awareness. So notice your own triggers. That urge to defend, that urge to rush or people please, right? Take a pause. The E in clear is engage emotional intelligence, which is one of those top skills, right? Read the other person's emotional state. Read the room. And as much as what they are saying. The A in clear is act strategically. So choose responses that serve the goal, not the momentary emotion. So get your emotions out of the way. This is a great opportunity to practice sticking to the facts and not your emotions. And R in clear is rebuild confidence. So win or lose, reflect on what worked. Confidence compounds through clarity. And every time you use this, you'll get better and better at it. It's not a silver bullet, but when you practice these techniques and you keep them on top of mind, it will help you in time to develop this skill and to be on top of your game. So use this strategy on anything with really anyone, from professional moments to challenging conversations with your family. I promise that it works. And the clear method can be the real negotiation superpower if you let it. The best negotiators aren't the smartest people in the room, even though we all think they are. They're just not. But they're the most centered and the most prepared. Because when you can stay calm while others are spiraling out of emotional control, right? You hold the power dynamic naturally, right? And any AI model that can be out there, it can't teach that. If you can stay calm and centered in the midst of negotiation chaos, you will feel the power. I'm telling you, I've been there. And I've really sat there, even pausing and letting that other person spiral out of control. And I feel like I have the edge now because they are breaking down. Give it a shot and let me know how it goes. And if you don't believe me, give it a try and try to prove me wrong. Come back in the comments and say, this is a bunch of BS, this never works. But at least give it a shot. So next time you're heading into a negotiation, remember this. AI can give you all of the facts, figures, and information you want, but only you can deliver the influence. Only you can pull this off. Stay curious, stay composed, and when pressure hits, stay human. So I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please subscribe, please share, and we will see you all next time.